With a car?
Right. Good.
Sure.
Can we grab you?
Sure. Oh,
Terrific.
yeah.
8 years.
I want, don't worry. I want you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I do. Oh, no.
You should say that on the air.
I will.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that lemon light city, sweet home Chicago. 224 446. Come on, baby, I'll get your business face. Come on, honey, don't you?
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Right.
Rabbi Meyers here. This might be the Northtown News Magazine, or it might be.
Taped with Rabbi Doug. Shalom. Welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug. Are we doing this again?
We are. It could be. This is deja vu all the way. But what's not deja vu is we have a really fantastic talent sitting right between us.
And he's been on my show before.
Never been on my show.
But wait. Two Jews cooperating?
Hey!
No, wait a minute. This is a violation of the Torah. You guys start fighting over something or other. Quickly, please.
It's not going to be.
There you go.
He's my guest.
Oh, okay.
This is my show.
For a second, I thought you guys were outside the tribe. You converted or something. Okay, well, we got it straight. Well, how are you, big guy?
Good. That's quite a T-shirt.
Okay.
That's great. That's great.
You want to see the back now? You want to see it?
Sure, let's see the back.
Being a comedian, you get to do these things. A little more latitude even here at the Greater Chicago Jewish Festival, not the Jewish Folk Arts Festival.
They got rid of the folk and the arts,
That's
but we're
right.
still Jewish.
That's true.
Our folkies here and there are arts.
Well, this is the title. A folk arts festival by any other name would still be folky and arty.
So what are you doing nowadays? What are you up to?
Thank God, I'm out here having. Well, the most important thing is I am a cartoonist. Back during the Muhammad cartoons, when political cartoonists started getting death threats, so my wife and I decided to become political cartoonists. So we do a cartoon every week once a week for the Chicago Southwest News Herald, and one for the a week for the Huffington Post Online. And we just finished to publish a new book, How to Say I Love You in 30 Languages.
That's so cool.
Which is very important, There are a lot of all the things to learn how to say I love you will do.
And
I even know how to say it in Farsi, so if Mahmoud Ahmadinejad comes after me, I love you, Mahmoud.
are you still doing stand-up?
That's absolutely. Wherever they write me checks. You know what, your congregation, your JCC, you need Aaron Freeman.
All right.
You laugh?
It's
What do you
a
want?
pleasure.
I'm selling here, man. I got to see how
If you're selling, it's a pleasure.
All right.
And by the way, that's your job to make us laugh.
we try.
It's great to have you on the show. Avi, it's great to have you on the
It's
show.
great to have you,
All
Doug, and I always see you by Rabbi Klein, and
That's
urge
right.
everybody always support Rabbi Dov Hillel Klein.
We love Chabad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay tuned for more at the Jewish Festival and for more of Northtown News Magazine.
And for more of Tape with Rabbi Doug.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron.
Thank
It's great.
you.
You're the best.
Shalom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Avi Meyers here, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, and it's Jewish Folk Arts Festival. Things are about to start over here, and before things get started, we're standing here with Rabbi Zev Khan. Rabbi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Nice to see you, Avi.
Pleasure. Your organization is called JET.
Yes, Jewish Education Team.
Okay, and tell us about Jewish Education Team.
Well, it's all in the name, really. I'm involved in Jewish education on college campuses all over Chicago. So we have a program that runs twice a semester at two campuses, Loyola and Northwestern. And students from, right now, 9 different campuses around Chicago come to a 10-week program where they learn about basic Judaism. And it's a very, very exciting program. We have guest speakers. They come for Shabbat experiences in West Rogers Park, and we've had remarkable success with the program.
And this is a free program?
Free program and open to all Jews.
That's terrific. And what are you hoping to accomplish today at the Jewish Folk Arts Festival?
Well, I want to get people who are college students to sign up, maybe get interested. And then I've also got a very interesting program which I'm hoping to promote. It's called 60 Days for 6 Million. And it's a program that was run in England last year and also 10 years ago to commemorate 60 years after the Holocaust and 50 years. Basically what it involves is everybody who signs on to this project gets a free copy of this book. It's got 60 essays, and you learn it. You read one essay a day in memory of someone who died in the Holocaust. So I'm trying to get as many organizations, as many people involved in this project, which I think is very important, especially on college campuses.
I think that's terrific. Tell us that's an interesting Midwestern accent. Where are you originally from?
Well, I'm originally from South Africa. I was a rugby player in South Africa, and
you had a distinction, if I'm not mistaken, in rugby.
I played in the Maccabee Games in Israel in 1985 and 1989. We won the gold medal, and one of the reasons I'm here in Chicago is that we played against the American team, and I made some good friends from Chicago. So when I toured around the States, I came to Chicago, I liked it, and when a job offered itself up in Chicago, I jumped at it.
And if people would like to contact Jet and take advantage of the free classes and other programs you have, what number do they call?
Well, they can call my number 773-465-5378, or they can go online, www.JewishEducationTeam.com.
Excellent. We want to thank you so much, and good luck, Rabbi Zev Khan.
Great to always talk to you, Rabbi.
My pleasure.
All right, have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Just, you know. That's perfect. We can show that. Okay. That's good. Rabbi Meyers here, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, and we are at the booth of the Republican Jewish Coalition Chicago chapter. Wouldn't think that something like that would exist a few years ago, but these days they really do. And we are here with Dr. Michael Menace. And Doctor, how are you?
Great. It's a great day. It's great to see the Jewish community out here, and we're having a lot of fun.
Okay, tell us about the Republican Jewish Coalition.
Well, the Republican Jewish Coalition is a national organization founded in 1985 by the late Max Fisher, and over the last, I'd say, 6 years since President Bush has been in office, has really seen an explosion of growth. There's a lot of people who are Jewish and Republican, and a lot of people didn't like to talk about it, but this president has been so strong in foreign policy, his support for Israel, that it has brought a lot of people out of the closet, so to say. So we are getting calls almost on a weekly basis here in Chicago for people that have heard about us. It's spread basically through word of mouth, but we now have over 320 active members here in Chicago. Nationally, there's over 20,000 members, and there's about 43 or 44 chapters. So we're the Chicago chapter of the national organization.
Yeah, there's no question that the liberal support of Israel has been very weak the last few years, to put it mildly.
Well, I think if you look at voting records and you look at certain votes that come before the House and the Senate, you'll see that most of the support is coming from the Republican Party. I mean, there are Democrats who are very strongly supportive of Israel, but as a whole, collectively, you'll see that those who are not usually are on the D side.
Yeah, no, there's no question in looking at national voting figures also, the votes for Republicans from Jewish communities have been on the upswing over the years.
Well, that's correct. Back, I think it was in the 1984 election, Ronald Reagan was able to get about 40% of the Jewish vote. It went on a downslide from there, but President Bush, they believe it was about maybe 17 to 19% in 2000, and in 2004, 25% or more, depending on the community that you look at. And we're on the upswing. We've been having people coming at our table, even today, saying I thought I was the only one, and they were grabbing up literature, finding out where to sign up, and getting a T-shirt, and so we're on the move.
Very good. And if people want to contact the Republican Jewish Coalition Chicago chapter?
There is a national website, www.rjchq, as in headquarters.org. They can reach me. My phone number is 815-459-7400. The national number is 202-638-6688.
Dr. Michael Menace, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It is a beautiful sunny day at the Jewish Folk Arts Festival. I'm Rabbi Meyers, your host. Sonny Hersh, my entire technical crew. We are here with
Gila Wertheimer, Chicago Jewish Star.
Oh, you and your husband run the paper.
We do indeed, yes.
Okay, yeah, I've been reading it ever since it came out.
Good, almost 16 years now.
Yeah,
it's a long time.
I'm a big fan of the mezuzah story. I thought that was terrific.
Yes, well, you can see we have a big enlargement of it right behind you.
No, I read it, and you caused the state law to happen and everything. You want to talk about it?
We did, yes. We first came a city ordinance. Bert Natera saw it in the Jewish Star. He read the story about not permitting mezuzahs in a Chicago condo, and he had an ordinance enacted. Then it went down to Springfield, and Senator Silverstein and Senator Feigenholtz had it enacted there, and now it is in Illinois against the law not to permit a condo resident to place a mezuzah on their doorpost, which, of course, for Jewish residents of condos is a very important decision.
Extremely important. I mean, people literally weren't able to put a condo. I mean, to put a mezuzah on their door.
Well, worse than that, in this one condo, the condo association, their representative literally came and removed the mezuzahs from the door.
Wow.
So that was...
This was after somebody came back from a funeral, if I remember.
This was at a Shiva, right. That's right. That's correct.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it was quite unbelievable, right. But we were the only Jewish paper that did the major coverage of that, and we're very proud of it.
You know, as a matter of fact, I like to rate Jewish papers on a very simple principle, and that is, do they like Jewish people? and basically, there's a monthly that's a non-profit, but you're the only commercial paper that I think qualifies in that category.
That's correct. That's correct. Thank you. Yeah.
So if people wanted to contact the Jewish Star, where they could work, well, first of all, I can see you're on newsstands all over the place.
We're available for free in newsstands. We're in the city of Chicago's news racks on Michigan Avenue. We're the only Jewish publication there. And we're available in the synagogues and JCCs and delis and all over the place. And they can call us too.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. A pleasure.
Okay,
a pleasure. Thank you. And like you said, gorgeous day.
Yeah, it is. Rabbi Meyers here, Northtown News Magazine. Thanks to my entire technical group, Sonny Hersh. A beautiful day at the Jewish Folk Arts Festival. We're actually under a tent right now because we're here with Rabbi Yaakov Lopen, who's one of the rabbinical supervisors at Jewel.
How are you today, Avi?
Good, thank you. You are the kosher supervisor. Does that make you the main guy?
Well, actually, out in the Highland Park store, yes, I am. We'll call it the main guy. We have a staff of 3 mashgichim who come round the clock, or I should say 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. we're open. And we have fresh meats over there. We have a deli counter. We have breads, parv cakes. We now just started getting some Chinese food from our Howard store there. And in general, supermarkets are seeing a pretty big explosion in kosher food.
Now, what makes it kosher? What are you there doing? You know, a lot of people say, well, it's kosher. Does that mean the rabbi blessed it?
Right, exactly. That is a common question, and it's good to know what we do. To start off with, we check all the stock when it comes in to make sure that it is certified. We make sure all the employees in the store, not just in the food service, but in floral, in stocking, everybody should know something about what they're doing in the kosher so that they can be of assistance to our kosher customers. We do some training with that. We kosher things that need to be koshered. When we buy new utensils, we mark them to make sure that we know what's parv and what's fleshik to keep everything separate. And of course, we provide customer service as well.
So, in other words, let's say one of the employees is handling some of the food. He can't necessarily be getting a sandwich from the wrong department of the store.
That is correct, exactly. And they're very, very good. Jewel has a great program where employees are trained very well, not just in kosher, but in many of the ethnic marketing areas that they deal with. And the employees actually learn quite a bit about kosher food, and we get asked a lot of questions by employees who want to know more about where can I put this, how can I handle this, and it's very informative.
Well, I think it's good, and I think it's definitely a service. I know that I was having a debate on the subject with Rabbi Klein in Evanston, and he talked about how wonderful it was. Well, that's the Howard store, not the one on in Highland Park, that the Northwestern students cramming at 2 in the morning can run out and not have to worry about, they can really get something that's kosher.
That is correct. Yeah, it's certainly a nice thing, and it was about time, well past time actually, for Chicago to have such an offering where somebody, let's say on an Erev Shabbat, Erev Shabbos, an hour before Shabbos forgot to buy fish or forgot to buy some meat. Up until we were open, there really was no way to get that item. Now, of course, we can get that we are open on Chol Hamoed. Some of the other stores in the area are not necessarily open around the clock as we are. Again, we see that we're providing a service for the community that we're very happy to do.
Yeah, my only problem is if I go Friday that late, I got to wait in line over there.
Yes, Thursday night and Friday. In fact, Thursday night at 2 in the morning. That's one thing some of the employees had trouble understanding. How could they walk into a store at 1 in the morning and have to wait in line to buy something? Okay, at our Howard store, they've had minyanim in the store. They've had people waiting in line at 3 in the morning. They've had to hire more checkers at that time as they learn the patterns of kosher shopping.
Well, I want to wish you a lot of luck, Rabbi Yaakov Loven.
Thank you.
The main mashgiach in Highland Park for the jewel over there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Meyers.
Thank you.
Okay.
What do you like? I'm not really hungry.
Go ahead. All right. This is Daniel Ackerman. I'm Seth Davis. We're going to try some sesame chicken. Over here from
Tenley Chow.
Tenley Chow. How about, can I have a taste too? Mm-hmm. It's very good. It's tangy. Yeah. It's a sesame chicken. It's very good. I recommend it. Please go to Tenley Chow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's your name?
Avi Meyers.
How long did it take you to grow that? I've been trying forever.
Perlman.
Okay, and how come you're at the Jewish Folk Arts Festival?
Because I'm with my family and I'm spending time with them.
Are you glad you're here?
Actually, I am.
Yeah, what do you like here?
I like all the booths and all the just original artwork.
Okay. Oh, so you're into the art and stuff. Cool.
Yeah, my mom is an owner of a gift shop at her temple, so she likes to ask if people sell their stuff to other temples and stuff.
Very cool. We're glad you came out here, and we hope you enjoyed the rest of the day.
Thank you.
There's Larry Sufferin. Let's get him.
Hey, where are you guys from? Excuse me. Oh, I don't know, Shirley. Where are you?
You're early.
I figured you'd have your own booth and the world would come to you, the magnet you are.
Well, we are at the, well, as a matter of fact, we asked for an author's, we are at the...
This guy needs to be interviewed.
I just wanted to see where you were from.
Oh.
But you want to talk to him. This is an important man here.
No, I was just...
Hi, Avi Meyers.
Publicity. So I was...
Northtown News Magazine.
You're just walking around taking...
Yeah, we're taking crowd scenes and just seeing who we bump into, like you.
Yeah, okay, good.
And hopefully we'll walk that way and get somebody to say, hey, free food, interview us.
There's some wonderful food down there.
Yeah, I've eaten in most of those places before. But
well, I want you to, our Forest Preserve people really came through. We had a lot of meetings on this. And
Red light on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a lot of meetings on this, and Michael just told me that yesterday they were cutting some of the grass away and taking away the grass they cut so it wouldn't get caught and get wet and be moldy today. So, and it just seems to be beautiful in this forest preserve. So.
Yeah, it works out very nice. This is the first time. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, well, I should say unfortunately.
2 years ago it was a little rainy.
Well, 2 years ago, my niece got married in New Jersey, so I was kind of in New Jersey. So.
Well, you and Tony Soprano, I guess. Huh?
That's right. Yeah, as a matter of fact, he was the best man at the wedding.
Yeah, okay. But no, this is just beautiful today. The sun came out, or just they opened up the gates, and the parking. There's a little traffic on Oakton, but it seems to be working out. Everybody in here, I've not seen anybody frowning. Everybody's smiling.
Yeah. By the way, this is an interesting person for a member of an elected political office because he hasn't given his name yet, and he's talking about this stuff. We're talking to Larry Sufferin, who is the county commissioner of this district, the 13th district, and as a matter of fact, somebody that Michael Lord was telling me has been absolutely great in terms of helping him make the connections necessary. Because this is Park District land, which is under the Forest Preserve land, which is under the Cook County Board.
Right. This is a beautiful piece of land, St. Paul Woods, and the river is right behind us over there, and so this is just a great place to see folk art.
Right.
This is the way it was meant to be.
No, absolutely. I mean, except for the St. Paul name, but that's your department.
I think it's named after the railroad. It used to run by over there.
But
not the Saint.
This is a great location. I mean, I remember when they had it on the beaches of Evanston, where you were the Democratic committeeman.
Right.
That was in 1982. We had the hardest time. We had a park like a million miles away, and at that time I was selling magazines to people. So
yeah, well, the lakefront's a great place, but it's always good to get off the lakefront and to get to better places. So Abby, have a great day, and there's so many people you should be talking to.
You should know. We will be talking to them, and I want to urge people, of course, even though it's still way before the election, and you will have a Republican opponent, I assume.
Well, one was filed. We'll see if he stays on the ballot. His filings seem to be defective, but that's life.
Okay, well, I'm sure you're really crying over that one.
Listen,
Larry Sufferin, and thanks so much. I know that.
Sonny, thanks for keeping the camera on here.
Michael was speaking volumes about what a great job you've done in helping.
Michael and Mark Gerstein and all the people on the committee have done a phenomenal job of putting this together. So
they really, the funny thing is there are so many volunteers for this event. You could have a major event just with the volunteers for this event.
Exactly, and my guess is as the day now that the sun is, look at the sky, more and more people will be out here in the next couple of hours. So, okay.
Larry Sufferin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Avi.
I do want to.
Over there, just take it. You can take as much as you want.
Avi Meyers here, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of my entire Ted Tucker crew, Sonny Hersh, as well as myself. And they were promising a cold day. They were promising rainstorms. But in honor of the Jewish Folk Arts Festival, somehow at 11 o'clock, the sun opened up. It got warmer. And we are here presently in the warmth of one of the volunteers, one of approximately over 300 people that volunteer to help out in the Jewish Folk Arts Festival, Jane Fisher. Jane, how are you?
I'm wonderful, Avi. This is my first year as a volunteer for the festival.
And how have you found it?
Oh, it's just absolutely wonderful. One fine organization, one fine artist after the next.
You could actually make a major event out of all the people who are just volunteers here. That would be a super crowd.
And a tired crowd, too. They've been working overtime. We were here this morning at 6 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's going to be a long day, but a long, very worthwhile day.
And this isn't your first day working either.
No, this has been going on all week. We started on last Monday, putting things together, assembling bags, and organizing the festival so that it's laid out nicely and runs as smooth as clockwork.
It's beautiful, and actually everything has been running very smooth. There's no question about it.
Oh, there's no doubt.
So, do you have advice to people? Anything that you want to pass on from what's happened for future years?
For future years, I'd say dress in layers. It's very important because on a day like today, we started the day in our winter coats, and now with the sun out, the birds singing, we get all defrock and enjoy the sunshine. Number 2, bring the family. There are events and entertainment for all ages. And finally, just have fun. It's a wonderful time to meet up with people, see people that you haven't seen for a long time, and rub elbows with famous reporters like Avi Meyers.
It's more like infamous, but...
Oh, gosh.
The fact is, there's no question. I mean, there's stages for kids, there's arts activities, there's all kinds of, booths, and you know what? It's great because you do get to run into people that you haven't seen. And this is actually the largest single gathering of Jewish people in the metropolitan area. Anywhere from 30 to 40,000 people on the given year. If you consider there's somewhere between 250,000 and 300,000 Jewish people, you're talking over 10% of the population. Maybe even close to 20 some years is actually present.
That's right.
So I want to thank you very much, Jane Fisher. And good luck with the rest of the day. And do you at least get to enjoy it? Now that you finished doing you're probably still working, but do you get to enjoy some of this?
I hope so. Every time I try to take a step forward to go visit, I take a step back to volunteer, but I'm happy to do it.
Okay, well, Jane, thank you so much.
Thanks, Avi.
Okay.